Arun, it's a pleasure to welcome you.
Good to see you, Mateen.
I have known you for so many years. You have been played a very leading role here in the Silicon Valley's ecosystem. In your most recent avatar, you were the Assistant Secretary for the Department of Commerce under the Obama administration, and now you're back to KPMG as the chairperson for KPMG India. And no better person to lead that organization, and no better person to go and work in India at this time. So you work with governments, you work with big corporations. Why did you pick KPMG and this role again after coming back from the government?
Well, as I was finishing up in the government, KPMG approached me. And KPMG was my former firm. I worked at KPMG for almost 20 years here in the United States. So as I was finishing up, I was asked by the leadership of KPMG whether I would consider going to India to lead the firm there. Now, the firm has a very large presence in India. After the United States, we have our largest presence in India. It's a very significant firm with very talented professionals. I knew them because I had worked with many KPMG India professionals previously, and I had great respect for them. And second, when I was in the US government, since I was leading economic engagement with a number of countries on behalf of the US Department of Commerce, I had noticed that there were some areas that were a lot more dynamic than others. But the three areas that I was focused on in terms of growth potential were India, ASEAN, and Sub-Saharan Africa. So India was definitely top of that list. And when I was asked about KPMG in India, I thought, since it's a very talented group of people and it's a great market, it would be a wonderful opportunity for me to go back to India, really after 39 years of living away, and re-engage in the economy.
So let me ask you a broader question. 40 years is a very long time. I'm sure India stays the same in some capacity in your mind. What has really changed that really struck you very positively about India, and what has remained the same, which is not necessarily a bad thing though?
Yeah. I'd say that lots of things have changed. 40 years is a long time. India has significantly transformed in many, many ways. Bombay that I lived in at that time, early 70s, was very different from Bombay of today in terms of traffic, in terms of heights of the buildings. But there was a certain bustle and dynamism even then in Bombay, which continues to be the case today. I'd say infrastructure has changed in a significant way. Today, the airports that you use when you go into or out of India are just top-notch: Bombay, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bangalore, etc. There's been a lot of improvements in highways across the country. So I think the transportation sector, power sector, also has significantly improved over that time. The biggest change in the last 40 years has really been the liberalization of the Indian economy, which started in 1991 and has been proceeding ever since. Today it's much easier for foreign companies to invest, operate, grow in India. The whole licensing regime has been removed. So it's a very different India from 40 years ago. What's same, I would say that India still is a country where relationships matter in a very positive way. People value personal relationships. People look at business as more than just transactional. They like to work with people they trust. They take a long view of personal relationships in that sense. So that has not changed. And I think that might be one of the strengths of the Indian economy, that people know whom to work with. People know they can have a long-term perspective when they work with people they trust. And they can take a view that's not so transactional as it might be in many other economies.
Finally, the youth, which is a large segment of Indian population, they have changed. There's a lot more at their disposal now in terms of technology, education. Do you see a different culture in the young generation?
Definitely. I think, for one thing, they watch global television, they know what's going on around the world. They're very much more global today than they were 40 years ago. No question about that. They're much like the millennials of here in this country in terms of aspirations, attitudes, etc. They're a lot more entrepreneurial. What's very interesting about India is that there's such a large interest in starting companies, being entrepreneurs. In fact, in creating jobs rather than just becoming a job seeker. And I'm seeing that in many parts of the country. Now we need to see a lot more. It's a large country with a large number of people who need to be gainfully employed. So I think we just need to see even more entrepreneurship. But I'm seeing that the young generation today looks at entrepreneurship as a very feasible way to build their futures.
Arun, always a pleasure. Wishing you the very best in your new journey.
Let's see,
Appreciate that
Mateen.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.